going to do a bit of resin river nail art using the acrylic. So I've already done a 1, 2, 3 method acrylic base just in a sheer pink. I'm going to use the sheer pink again, pick up quite a wet bead. Hang on, that brush just isn't going to cut it. Hang on. Let's get Bozza out on the job. Clean your brush. Vapor brush. You want a brush that holds quite a lot of liquid for things like this. So I've gone into my acrylic and into my pigment. So for the resin river, I want it to run down the middle. So using my acrylic, I'm just going to stroke that pigment round. So this does go a little bit against what I have said about using your acrylic and obviously your exothermic reaction. To stop the exothermic reaction, you'd actually buff it and blend it first. So I've already done that. So my acrylic isn't porous. So this is basically like doing acrylic art over the top. I know that other technicians don't do that, but I kind of think that if I'm teaching you one way to keep us away from that exothermic reaction, then I think that we need to sort of stick with that. So you put your base down, then refine it. So again, I've gone into my acrylic, I'm going into my other colour pigment powder, my blue. Because it's a wetter bead as well, it will cause that exothermic reaction and you don't want that. Brush back because that's where we'd always want it finer anyway. So the thing is with nail art like this is you're never going to get it exactly the same each time you do it, which then gives you a really unique design. Baby brush. Always make sure you clean your brush before you pop it back into your liquid because it'll contaminate it with the colour you've just used. Into my pigment. Oh, that didn't work. So pop that back down on there. Okay, so I need a smaller bead for this bit, don't I? So just a little bit into your pigment. Oh. I'm going to use that. I wouldn't usually, but there you go. It's very wet. It's trying to escape. So keep working with it. Blend your colours together. Messy pup, aren't I, today? And then I'm going to use, if I go into my liquid, I want a wetter bead. Use your little brush there just to scoop all your colour back. Use your brush a little bit wetter if you wanted, just a little bit of acrylic liquid just to tidy that up. And your good old finger. I'm just going to do the same down the other side as well. Again, just a smaller bead, Small wet bead. Pick up your colours. You can see that because I'm working wetter, it's just trying to escape off the nail. There we go. And if we use clear powder, again, this isn't really something that I really like doing, but I know that other nail technicians do it. So, bit my brush, wipe my brush, big bead. I'm going to encapsulate it all. Ready for buffing. Products I've used is the glitter is Glitz and Glam. The pigment pink and blue is Divine Definition Glitters, which is my own brand. And the clear acrylic's also my own brand. The sheer pink underneath that I used was actually NSI. So then you'd let that, oh I do look messy on this nail bar, you'd let that to dry. I don't know if you can see how shiny that is actually. You'd let that dry and then do some painting, hand painting or whatever over the top. So that is acrylic, encapsulated glitters and pigment.